What up, y'all? Welcome into another episode of the Fit CEO podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome into another episode as well. All right, got a special treat for you guys. So I've been working very hard on NLCA 2.0. So I apologize that I've been doing a lot of pre-recorded podcasts and not just going my normal, typical off the cuff. So if you are a new listener, this is not our normal standard. I am just trying to devote 100% of my time, my energy, and my attention towards NLCA 2.0. And there's a business lesson even within that. All right. Way too many entrepreneurs are focused on 5,000 bajillion different things. You'd have a lot more success if you just focused on the few things that actually drove your business forward. And right now for us, that is redoing our whole entire product suite and revamping and making NLCA the best possible product that we can make it. So with that said, we are going to do a pre-recorded episode. This may be the last pre-recorded episode. There may be a few more, but we will get back to our regular scheduled podcasts definitely within, I would say definitely within the next 30 days, so 4 weeks. All right, so what I got for you today, this is a video that I recorded for NLCA 2.0. It's specifically going to be talking about how to create your marketing message. All right, so this will be a pre-recorded video. This is a video that will be an NLCA 2.0, so it's a little bit of a sneak peek. There also will be a resource that goes along with this video and with this podcast. If you go into the show notes or you go into the YouTube video details, you'll be able to see that resource linked up. So like I said, what you're gonna learn about in this video is you're gonna learn about how to create your marketing message. So you won't be hearing from me again at the end of the podcast. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure that you screenshot it, share it on your Instagram, make sure you leave a review, whatever people do these days to get their podcast boosted or their YouTube boosted. Just make sure you engage. All right. Engagement is good. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay on the grind. All right, so now we're going to teach you how to create your marketing message. So this is partially inspired by Todd Brown. He has something that is called the unique mechanism. All right, we are calling ours the unique angle. There are some nuances that are different. There are some nuances that are the same. So anytime that I do communicate content that isn't 100% NLCAs, I always like to give credit where credit is due. So Todd Brown, thank you for inspiring us to create something similar. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So in this section, we're going to dial in your marketing message. All right, here's why. With ads, you're going to be casting your ad out to a wide net of people. If your marketing message is not dialed in, you will likely get crappy leads. The more clear we could be in our messaging on the problem we solve and our unique angle on how we solve it, it's going to increase lead quality. All right, so you can target your ads to a specific audience, but it's not perfect. So essentially what I mean there is if I want to run my ads to real estate professionals, I can type in on Facebook or Instagram, please run this to people that, like Keller Williams or like Remax or whatever. But it won't be perfect, right? Other people are going to see it too. So what that means is we really have to make sure that our ad communicates specifically to the problem that we solve, who we're solving it for, and how we uniquely solve it as well, because that will attract the individual that we're looking for. And that only helps the targeting, right? So if I say, hey, please target real estate people, but my ad doesn't say anything about real estate people, it's going to have a hard time targeting real estate people. But if I say, hey, please target real estate people, but my ad exclusively talks about how we help real estate people, it's going to help increase the likelihood that we perform well there. All right. So just know that those are synchronistic. You can't just only target and expect people to come. It has to be targeting with a paired good marketing message. Okay. So here's how we're going to do that. Step one, please go through the identifying your ideal client document exercise again. All right, so go through this exercise again. The goal of this step is to get crystal clear on the problem your program solves. Your offer solution statement should be rock solid. So go through this again, make sure your offer solution statement is rock solid. Okay, now we can move on to step two. So step two is understanding what a unique angle is. Okay, so this is different than your offer solution statement. All right, this is in addition to your offer solution statement. So your unique angle is defined as the unique framework or method you use to solve your offer solution statement. This is different from the name of your program. View this as the methodology you teach within your program. Think grandma's recipe as your unique angle, while the meatloaf is the name of your program. All right, so what exactly is a unique angle? All right, so we have our program name. All right, we have our offer solution statement, which is the problem our program solves. The unique angle is the method or the framework or the strategy in which we solve this offer solution statement. And we have to give it a name. And the name is not the name of your program. All right, so it could be, all right, so the name, let me give you an example. So if NLCA is NLCA certified coach, right? If that's the name of the program, the NLCA certified coach program, my method could be called, the NLCA 123, right? That's just like a really shitty example. But to give you an example, it's a completely different thing. It's its own entity. And I think the best example is if meatloaf is the name of your program, the name of grandma's recipe is the way that it's made, right? It's the methodology. That's what we're creating here. That's your unique angle. We have the meatloaf already. That's the name of your program, right? We know that we want to create meatloaf. That's the offer solution statement. Now we need to create the recipe or the special recipe, grandma's recipe, in which we are going to create it. That's your secret sauce. All right. So we're creating your unique angle equals your secret sauce. All right, let's carry on here. So unique angle ties, what this does is it ties the offer solution statement together and helps the prospect conceptualize how you will help them. Additionally, this helps your brand, help you brand your method. All right, so what this does is it helps conceptualize for the prospect, for the viewer, for the potential client, how exactly you help them get to their offer solution statement. So if your offer solution statement is you help busy people lose weight, right? Your unique angle is the exact method in which you do that. All right. So it helps them see how you can get them this result. Okay. Having a unique angle is what will separate you and make you different from all the other coaches in the space. It's what makes you different and better to all the rest, right? So every single coach let's just say you're in the market of weight loss, right? Every single coach is going to market that they're going to help you lose weight, but not every single coach will say this is our exact unique special method in which we do so. And when you present this unique angle to your marketplace, it's going to separate you from all the rest. If we have all the people saying, hey, I'll help you lose weight, but then you're saying, hey, I'll help you lose weight, but we do it with our XYZ method, right? It makes you different. It makes you unique from the rest. And then lastly, it gives your potential clients hope, right? Because everybody's marketing the same message and they've probably bounced around to all these different coaches and haven't gotten result. When they see you and you have this very unique angle in which you help people, it gives them hope that there's actually something out there that can help them. Okay, and then lastly, in Master Coach, we're going to show you how to add guarantees and things like that to your unique angle. But right now in Certified Coach, we're just going to teach you the unique angle. I'm sure this is already a lot. This is already mind-blowing, but let's continue on. Okay, so here's another example for you. So let's say your example offer solution statement is this. We help our clients overcome their busy schedule so they can reach their dream body and feel energized for their life and family. All right, let's say your unique angle, which is the way that you uniquely solve the offer solution statement, is this. We do this through our, in quotes, the busy body method, which is a 5-step process that teaches busy individuals how to achieve the body of their dreams in 6 months or less. Here's another example. This is a real world example. All right. So P90X said that their product worked by leveraging muscle confusion. Muscle confusion was their unique angle. And we'll talk about the two different types of unique angles, but basically all the other fitness programs in the industry at that time were using muscle confusion, but they weren't actually saying muscle confusion in their marketing. So this was new for all the potential clients in the marketing. This concept of muscle confusion was a new concept. So basically it set P90X apart. And that's the reason P90X exploded, is because they brought muscle confusion into the marketplace, even though it was already a strategy that was being used by their competitors. So that's the power of a unique angle, is it could really separate you from your competitors because you're showing the exact method and quantifying the exact method in which you help them achieve the goal. All right, so there are two different types of unique angles. We have existing angles, and then we have unspoken angles. All right, so let's talk about the two different types here. So existing angles. This is a combination of existing methods in the marketplace that have been formulated into a unique angle, formula, method, framework that you've uniquely created. So essentially what that means is it's a combination of a bunch of different methods that are already in the marketplace packaged into this unique step-by-step process that you created. All right, I think Sam Miller, the Sam Miller shreds example is great. So he has something called the shreds method. And shreds is just an acronym for sleep, hunger, recovery, energy, digestion, and stress. These are all things that are not new to the marketplace, right? Everybody knows if they want to have good biofeedback, they need to sleep, they need to check their hunger cues, they need to look at their recovery, they need to check their energy, so on and so forth. These aren't new concepts, but it's packaged in this new, unique way and given this name called the shreds method, right? So like I said, this is Sam's unique angle to identifying biofeedback. The methods are existing, but the way it's packaged is unique. All right, so that's one way of creating your unique angle is we could do existing angles, right? It could be a combination of a bunch of different methods formulated into one process. Or the other way is the unspoken angle, okay? So this is more along the lines of the P90X example, but let's break this down. So this is a method that is common to your competitors, but your competitors are not speaking about it in their marketing. This is something that your prospects would have no idea that you even do. So once again, the example, the P90X did this beautifully. When they first started, they said muscle confusion was their unique angle. At the time, prospects didn't know what muscle confusion was, but their competitors obviously did, but their competitors weren't actually vocally saying it, right? So by P90X saying, hey, we're going to help you get, lean, ripped, and toned. And the way we're going to do it is by confusing your muscles. This is a new concept to the marketplace. Everyone's like, oh my God, new, fresh, right? It gives them hope. And then they buy into it and they move forward. All right. So overall, if you go this route, think of things that you do that your competitors may also do, but your competitors don't actually publicly market. All right, and we're going to talk about how to do market research to figure all this stuff out. Okay, so step 3, now that we understand what a unique angle is, we understand the 2 types of unique angles, we're now going to be talking about creating your unique angle. All right, so here's what you don't want to do. All right, you don't want to take something that everyone else has heard of and make that your unique angle or mechanism. I'll put angle here, your unique mechanism or angle, because then anyone can just hear your marketing, know what you do, and go do it on their own. Instead, this must be packaged as unique to you, even if the strategy isn't unique to the marketplace. For example, you can't say, hey, here's our offer solution statement. We help our clients do this. And the way that we do this is through intermittent fasting or keto or calorie counting, or if it fits your macros, right? These are not unique angles. These are things that people already know. All right. So it has to be packaged uniquely, and it has to be something that's new to the marketplace. Okay. So here's what we need to determine. We need to determine what your unique angle is. We need to determine how it works. We need to determine why it works, and we need to give it a name. All right. So step 1, what are other coaches saying? This is market research. All right. So it is crucial for us to understand what other people in the space are saying, not so we can steal it or tweak it, right? But so we can position ourselves differently. If we are just recreating the same ads everyone else is, then we just become like every other fitness coach in the space. All right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to click on this website here. All right. This is going to bring you to the ads library. All right. So the ads library, you're going to click add category, all ads, and you'll be able to type in anybody here, right? So, Nick Bear, right? So I typed in Nick Bear. I can see all of Nick Bear's ads, right? So Facebook, nothing can actually be secretive. Everything has to be shared. Every company has to be able to share their ads just like this. And this is how you can see other people's ads. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to look up your competitors, right? So you have to know the competitors in your space, who's actually doing well, right? Who are your competitors? And what you're going to do is you're going to look and see if they have any unique angles, what their unique angles are. How do their unique angles work? What do they promise is the outcome they can solve? What do they call their unique angle? Is there any weak links to their unique angle? All right. So step 1, you're going to do market research. All right. So you're going to look at all your competitors. You're going to see what's the messaging that they are producing. And like I said, this is not to steal it or tweak it. This is to see, all right, this is how coaches in my market are positioning themselves. Here's what I can do differently. Here's how I can be better. Okay. So step 2, now we're going to determine your unique angle. All right. So now that you know what other coaches are saying, and what your prospects are seeing in the marketplace, it's time to create your unique angle. All right, so number one, what is your approach to solving your offer solution statement? All right, so this is going to be a thought experiment. All right, so break out paper and pen. But the first thing here is, what is your approach to solving your offer solution statement? The goal of this section is, what are the steps? How does it work? Don't just say, it improves gut health, right? Go deeper. What's step one? What's step two to improving gut health? What's step three? This should be a formula. All right. So like I said, this is a formula. This is a step-by-step process. And that's the question we're answering right now, is what is your approach, right? How do you solve your offer solution statement? All right. Going a little bit deeper here. Is this an existing method that needs to be formulated into a framework, formula, or methodology? So once again, when you're looking at your process on how you solve your offer solution statement, do you use existing methods? And that's okay if you do, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to put those existing methods in a step-by-step process, and we're going to give it a very unique name. All right. Or is this an unspoken method? Is this something your competitors may also be doing, but when you did your market research, you noticed that they're not actually saying it? All right. So this is what you should be thinking through for question one here. What's the step-by-step process in order for you to solve your offer solution statement? And then once again, is this an existing method or is this an unspoken method? Okay. Number two, why are the steps laid out the way that we have them? All right. The goal of this section is give meaning to why you've laid out the steps this way. All right. So now that you've laid out the steps, why are they laid out this way? Why do you do this thing first? Why do you do this thing second? Why do you do this thing third? This will help you understand your unique angle. All right. Number three, why does this method or step-by-step process work? What does it exactly address, right? At each stage, what exactly is being addressed? Why does this work? All right, here's an example. In our lead generation overview module, I go over the NLCA lead generation framework. This is a prime example of me explaining the steps and why that method works. Once again, that would be an example of an existing method. All right. All of those lead generation strategies that I teach in that lead generation module are things that are already in the marketplace, but I packaged it in a very unique way. I called it the NLCA lead generation framework. All right. So that hopefully is another good example to give you a mental picture here. But in step three here, why does this work? Go back and watch that video, when I'm explaining that step-by-step process, that's me explaining why it works. Okay. Number four, if this is a common approach, how do you do it differently? What did you add to the common approach? What have you subtracted from the common approach, and why? Number five, how does your way reduce the time delay to success? So how does your framework, how does your step-by-step process reduce the time delay to success? If you remember in the offer creation module, we talked about the time delay, right? The time delay is how long it takes for your clients to see results. How does this process speed up results for your clients? And then number six, how does your way reduce the effort and sacrifice? Remember, going back to the offer and pricing module, we talked about your offer should reduce effort and sacrifice. How does this reduce effort and sacrifice? Meaning, how does it make it easier for your clients to achieve success? Okay, so now that we've really formulated this unique angle, now what we're going to do is we're going to give it a name. All right, so the name is honestly the least of your worries. Like it really does not have to be anything special. The name doesn't mean anything. You know, you can't have a better name. Like a better name isn't going to make much of a difference for you. All right. It's the messaging behind the name that makes the biggest difference. So the goal here is to make the name simple and professional. The more legit the name sounds, the better. All right. So that's the one nuance, especially if you're in fitness, right? So if you make this sound professional, if you make it sound scientific, if you make it sound like this new thing, that is the major and single positive of having a good name. So use words like method, formula, system, blueprint. Those are all powerful words. You can also use acronyms like SHREDS. That also works as well. Okay. So last thing we got to do here is we got to create what's called your big claim. All right. So we have the offer solution statement, which is the problem you solve. We have the unique angle, which is how you solve it. Now we need to create the big claim. All right. So the big claim is when we bring it all together. This is when we tie together your unique angle and your offer solution statement. This will be used in your ad marketing to distinguish you as a coach. All right, so the formula is we're going to talk about the time frame, we're going to talk about the result, we're going to talk about the unique angle. More specifically, what the formula for the big claim looks like is the unique angle name. So the name of your unique angle helps our clients. If you have a specific client, it could say like helps real estate professionals. If not, you just say our clients. Or if you want to say helps males or helps females, right? Try to be as specific as you can there. Overcome, challenge, so they can create results in time frame. All right, so big claim. The unique angle helps our clients, if specific say so, overcome, challenge, so they can create result in time frame. Here's an example. The rapid release method helps our clients reduce food cravings so they can lose 30 pounds in 120 days. Or the rapid release method helps males reduce food cravings so they can lose 30 pounds in 120 days. Males, females, real estate professionals, whatever, right? Fill in the blank. All right, so that will conclude the marketing message section of this module. Next, we are going to be talking more specifically about creating your ad creative.